look at, I love that I just started opening again. Oh, it's us going live. It's been a whole week since we've been on the show, or 2 weeks. And look at me. Why is our brand still up there? There we are.
Hello. You heard us, but you didn't see us.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Good morning, everyone. It is the morning cup. Good morning, work wife.
Good morning, honey.
Cheers. I love the cup that your daughter gave you. Move, baby.
Girl, I know. I was having a yucky day and she hooked me up with the best mom ever cup. Shout out to my daughter.
Oh, shout out. My little baby's whining because I have a new location for my office, so she's trying to get up here. So listen, everyone, this is the Morning Cup, and on today's show, we're sharing with you holiday gift ideas from our shop women-owned 4050.com showroom, our marketplace, as we like to say. We're talking with Brielle Killip, who is the woman behind our branding, our logo, Second Act Women, and she has her own design company and worldwide paper fashion show winner as well, Brielle Killip with Blue Linen Creative. And not only are we going to obviously bring you up to speed on what's happening this month, crazy to think it's December 3rd, but we're also talking Throwback Thursday as usual, and we want you to think about what your favorite show is. Your favorite TV show is from the 80s. So let's get on with the show. I opened twice with the countdown clock.
I love the music, so I'm not complaining because I'm
right. The countdown clock here. It was supposed to be. I'd forgotten that we were starting something new where we're doing the cold opening and then the countdown clock. See, we're always thinking around here, right, Lupe? We're always trying to,
and I love that our viewers just roll with us. So it's all good.
Just roll with us. Thank you, viewers, for watching us this morning. This is the Morning Cup, real biz life talk for women, real women over 40 and 50 who are badasses in their own right. And I am Barbara Brooks with Second Act Women, sitting at chapter 54. And you are?
I am Guadalupe Hirt, and I am at 47. Welcome.
Woohoo! Welcome to the Morning Cup. We hope you have your morning Joe. Let us know what you drink in the morning. I'm a tea drinker with a spot of milk.
I cannot do milk in my tea. I need to do the half and half because I feel like the milk just doesn't give it that boost.
Oh! Somebody said, "Hey, that lip, Lupe, you're killing it." That lip.
You know what? It's like the red. You have to like wear it and own it, and own it all day. Otherwise, it just doesn't work out. And so I was feeling it lately.
Right. Well, we are excited because we finally launched our holiday shopping marketplace for women owners all across the United States, really, and especially for our insiders of Second Act Women. And it's so great that we have over 50 plus businesses a part of the campaign.
Yeah. Oh, and I love the diversity. They're not just from Denver or Colorado. I mean, they're from all over the U.S. And I love that these women jumped on our bandwagon and understood the importance of creating a virtual marketplace exclusively created to not just promote, but support and hopefully drive sales to support these women-owned businesses.
Absolutely. And, the Retail Federation, we have some news for you, for those of you that are in the products industry. We're going to tell you how Cyber Monday did. It didn't fare as well as it usually has in the past. It turns out roughly 186 million shoppers purchased something online between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. And quite frankly, that is down by 100 million from a year ago, according to the National Retail Federation. Shoppers spent on average, so this is really great information for you that have retail products to sell, well, and or services. It's really great to know your average sale, right? So average sale was $312, which was a drop from $362. That's 14% drop in retail sales on the average sales buy. So as a key, you might want to know your numbers. And if you don't, you've got to know your numbers. So we're curious if, or not curious, but we just want to let you know that not only is this good intel for, to report nationally, but you yourself as a business owner, you need to know your numbers and know what is your average sale.
And what I think is also really insightful about that data is that you need to now understand that we're facing, obviously, a lot of people have been losing jobs. And so spending is obviously based on that trend is curbing. So how do you reach out to more people, like our shop, for example, perhaps maybe promote yourself on different, perhaps platforms that you wouldn't have necessarily pursued in the past, and just broaden your reach versus just simply focusing on what you used to do. Consider doing something and adding on new opportunities and new ways to promote your business.
Agreed. And we're going to share with you our women-owned company. Can you see that, Lupe?
Yes, girl, I can.
So, as we said, we have over 40 businesses that are on our shopwomenowned4050.com marketplace.
Real quick, though, can you close out your run a show, because it's actually a split screen between the two.
You guys can see my run.
Like they see the behind us. There we go. So they can see that full screen. Awesome.
That's what I need, a dual screen, but my darn desktop won't let me do it.
Christmas list.
Yes, Christmas list. I simply need an HDMI cable in to connect and see how that works again. Anywho, listen, we want to show you some of the really cool products and services that are on our website. If you've not visited, get this, you get to register for one of a couple of $250 valued gift baskets. And ladies, we're not talking coupons. No, we told them you need to provide a tangible item or workshop or session that is free, and then you can provide a coupon. Ha ha!
A double bonus.
A double bonus, exactly. So the reason why we crafted this website is not only because, again, we're always working on behalf of you, the business owner, over 40 and 50. We need for you to know that we are the future. It's the SHEconomy, guys. And if we're not spending on our own, where will we be? Because we have the buying power of $15 trillion. That's women over 40 in the United States. And it increases to trillions past that when we're talking globally. We are the decision makers. So if you're making a decision on who to shop for this season, we encourage you to shop womenowned4050.com.
And you know what I love about it too is that once you can see there are just an amazing array of categories for you to tap into. But what I love about this initiative is that it allows you to create impact with your dollars. Every person has the opportunity to create impact and really invest in organizations and companies that you want to get behind. So the Amazons, all of those guys, they're going to be okay. Like, they're going to survive this. But this is your opportunity to be very conscientious about saying, not only can I access some cool gifts to give to others or even myself, I'm going to really help a small business that is hurting right now.
Right. And you can then say, last Saturday was Small Business Saturday, brought to you really by American Express. Brilliant that they came up with that. This is about saying that you literally have supported Shop Small. You have supported a women-owned business. Specifically, again, those women that are over 40 and 50 who are leading the households by the droves. And so this is your chance. I love these travel accessories. Listen, we may not be able to travel right now, but I love a good container.
Soon.
Oh, especially for my makeup, because you guys who know me know I love makeup, and I love this. And here's the thing too is we have businesses that are LGBTQ, minority owned, and then again, 40, 50. I mean, how beautiful. Look at all these beautiful faces from look at this one that you caught the other day, the cuffs.
Oh, yes, girl.
Now, so this isn't me because I'm all about just cuffing and having a regular jean. But
what I love about it is that it's a simple kind of slip-on design where you can then transform any pant into looking like a new type of jean with these kind of stylish, cool cuffs. And I think they were just at 24, and you can score a little bit of a discount with the promo that they provided. So a nice way to kind of add some splash to your wardrobe.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. We're going to go to health and beauty. Check this out. Okay, so there's a oh my gosh, I love, by the way, that Danielle said that she had already made her sale, so it was worth the investment. This is a woman, Danielle Etchison, who left a very high six-figure job to go about her passion. And she is all about health and wellness, and she decided to scrap it all and start and create her own company. Ladies, you can find and do what you want. We've got Better Than Ever out of Florida. They do hair care products just for us. And okay, and so I had to scroll down and show this instrument.
Oh, which one? Oh.
It's not what you think, people. This is
not what you show.
This is a facial stimulating tool. It is the coolest thing. I mean, listen, I just can't wait to go shopping. I really can't. On Shop Women Owned 4050, and we have bookstores. We have all sorts of things on this list.
No, so check it out. It is live all the way through December 31st. So we know that you're starting your shopping. So if you, like we said, we invite you to create impact, but also add some fun stuff to, your shopping bag, and really truly give the gift of not just amazingness and fun products, but also of just knowing that you've really got behind some of our amazing women who are really working hard to start 2021 strong.
Yes, and keep their businesses open. Yes. This program lasts until December 31st. We'll be doing our big $250 valued gift basket giveaways on the 24th. So we thought we'd surprise a few people, and we'll go live and pull a few winners. And so register. It's one entry per person, per household. And we would love to see you again. Just shop womenowned4050.com. All right, let's get into Brielle Killip. So this is a woman, this is the power of, this is proof that women over 40 and women in general, let's face it, that old saying about how we're trying to crawl our way to the top as crabs in crab barrels is not true. It's not true. It's not been true for years, if not this, in the aughts. We are here to really help each other. I sat next to this woman a year and a half ago now at an event, a women's event at the Commons on Chapel, one of our favorite places in downtown Denver. And we were at this event. We didn't want to take part, kind of, sort of, in one part of it where you had to get together and talk about your products and and do things. She and I ended up gabbing, and I told her I had literally just created this company. A month back, we needed assistance, and next thing you know, I'm learning she's a graphic designer, and she is, within weeks designing our logo for SecondActWomen.
Beautiful logo. Yeah.
Yes, and we decided let's support each other, and we've been doing that for a year and a half, almost 2 years now. Welcome to the show. It's actually 2 years. It was 2018.
Oh my God, time flies. Welcome, Brielle.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Brielle, you're working with us on a new project. You're helping us with creating and launching our newest website in 2021, because you have to keep evolving, and frankly, we're on a platform that has been a thorn in our side. We won't say what it is, but if you follow me, you would know, because I tell the truth. It's been so robust, too robust, and for this techie, it's just a little too much, right, Lupe? It's been
challenging.
Help.
And I think also too, I think we, I'm going to give you props though, girl. I think we have definitely created something that at least has gotten us to this point. But now it's a matter of wanting to take that to the next level and create also opportunities for us to integrate and bring in new plugins to support and even create a more dynamic website. So that's where the experts come in.
That's where Miss Brielle comes in, and I can't wait to actually have our site and work with you on this. We have a meeting at 10 a.m. to talk through it again, and and create something new on WordPress, which we needed to do anyway. Mm-hmm. Business owners, that's the best platform you should be on. It's just that, and then we're going to go into the interview, but we just, if you're a membership platform company, you really have to find the right platform that is for you. So there's Kajabi, there's Entreport, there's now one called MemberPress that we're looking into. There's a ton of them out there. You need to find what's right for you. And we're leaning towards one of the ones that I just mentioned because of Brielle, you had mentioned MemberPress, I'll just say it, which integrates with WordPress. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about, what do you look for when it comes to helping clients with their branding and marketing and their visual store, which is their website?
Oh, I think a lot of it just comes in getting to know the customer, getting to know the business and the business owner, but ultimately what that customer expects, what their customer expects. Because I think we're all so tech savvy now that we're used to operating websites that scroll and do different things that, we just have to understand what that customer is expecting. Oh gosh, my phone's ringing.
That's Sorry. Okay. I'm putting my light up as we talk.
And so I think it's just important to understand sort of the expectations. And while you as a business owner have likes and dislikes and preferences, I think it's important to sort of step aside and really take a look at what the customers are expecting, but then also know that with your preferences, you're going to have to live with it for a long time. Yeah. So if you hate orange, don't have orange in any of your brand.
Yes.
Which is really, and I guess on that point of color, obviously color is a big brand. You can, although we're both rocking black today, I was gonna say, unlike my colorful, work wife who's always sporting the color, but actually today we're matching. So I am definitely more of the earth tones, the blacks, the grays, the browns, that's just my style. But I think color also.
Oh my God, did you say something about non-color?
Whatever. Anywho, color plays an important role in helping, kind of along the lines of what you're saying, with helping a company tell their story visually. So how do you help them along on that process when they don't even know where to start on picking a color?
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes you start with what's your favorite color. And
then that.
Right. You kind of just start somewhere to have something to respond to. And then there are tons of resources online that talk about sort of our emotional associations with color. Red, we immediately think of a stop sign, and sort of that kind of strong activating color. Like you mentioned, Lupe, the sort of more muted colors are relaxing and softer, and so that's why you might see a lot of health-focused companies that have some of those softer, muted colors. So I think there are tons of resources out there. Start with something that you like that you can grab onto, and then do some research and test some things out with different people. And really the question is, does this feel right? Like we try to add data to everything, but sometimes it does come down to feelings and emotions and just what's right or what's wrong.
And so it's interesting. Speaking of color, I said, should we consider changing up our color palette? But keeping still the coral, because that's that's the mainstay of our brand. That's the primary color. And you said the minute you as a business owner gets tired of the color, what did you say, Brielle?
That's when your customers just start getting it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. And so that's why it's important to really think about your color story, AKA palette, when you're building a brand. It's really important. And, you did a couple of sessions at our Biz LiveCon events, and I saw you there with all kinds of colors and cutouts and things working with the women. Tell them if you're just starting out or looking to refresh your brand in 2021, because maybe it's been 3 or 4 years since you've edited your brand overall. So your fonts, your colors, the look and feel, the visual story you're telling. What are some of the steps that somebody goes about? They build a storyboard or what?
Oh yeah. When I was in college, I kept this notebook of pictures and photos and words that I tore out of magazines. I mean, this was sort of before vision boarding was vision boarding.
Yeah.
Long time ago. But I just kept a notebook, and it was really interesting. And for me, it was a notebook of what I wanted my living room and my home to look like, those different furniture and stuff. So I was creating that sort of vision board for my home. But the same thing totally exists for building that vision for your company. So start that vision board. Start pulling things that you like, and maybe you don't know why you like them. And you can start to see, I like things that are physical, that I can touch and feel. And so when you can take all of those and start to put them in categories, you can see certain colors or certain types of typography, whether it's like a sans serif or a serif type font, or if it's something that's bold or something that's lighter. You can start to see where those preferences are.
Yeah.
And things will sort of start to rise to the top. So you can totally do that yourself, that you don't need to hire anybody to do that. And it's a fun activity too.
Because you're working on your company.
Yeah. And what I really also, to kind of drill, and I'm sure, I've learned from both of you ladies, this is the idea of consistency too, whether it's print, online, email, brochure, whatever it might be, the idea that, to create, your wish list of what you want, but then identify what you're going to stick with, so that you make sure that wherever people see you, there is a consistent look and feel, whether it's the color palette, the fonts, the style, the layout, etc. Is also something really good to kind of make sure you keep in mind.
Yeah. One thing that's kind of helpful is just to create a simple document that might outline, this is our font, especially if you have people working with you. So maybe you have a business partner or an employee or two that everybody's kind of doing their own thing. But if you create just a really simple guide, like here are our color codes, these are the fonts that we use, this is how we want our title or headline to look, that really starts to create that consistency, and it makes it easier so people don't have to make those decisions themselves.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, it's interesting, when I was pulling all of our visuals for you so that you can get a look at, you've been a part of us in a sense that you've been really out there promoting us in a sense and been a real advocate of us, and you're an insider, and so you know who we are. But oftentimes, because we're still a small company and we are doing things on our own, you put things together using Canva or Adobe, whatever it may be. And then you look at it, and this is what happened to me. I was looking at all the things in the Google Drive box that I'd sent you over, and I saw consistency about 60% of the time, and then about 30 to 40% of the things were like, wait a minute, that doesn't even look like our brand. It's like I just slapped something on something. Even though it looked good enough, that's what you have to remember when it comes to consistency is, like you're saying, like just having when you see our things out there, we have a tan band, and that's usually where we put the content, and we usually put the picture above, and we put the logo in the lower right-hand corner. It's those kinds of things that really gets people recognizing you, as Lupe was saying, when you're out there. And that's important, isn't it? A lot of times these people are coming up, Brielle, with their own things. Tell them what they can do, so that when they're ready to hire someone like you, everything is there.
Sure. So you can make sort of an extensive or as simple as you want brand guide, so that talks about how you do address different scenarios in design. And I think a lot of people might feel that limits them or makes things more difficult, but actually that gives you room to expand and sort of, stay within the set, and that helps your brand sort of be consistent. So I would say if you're looking, for example, at photographs or imagery to use in your brand, look for ways to make them consistent. Is it turning all your photos black and white? And so then you have, sort of a consistent look. If you're pulling photos from a lot of different sources, that's one way to sort of make them consistent. Or do you put like a color overlay on them where that sort of starts to pull in some of your brand colors?
Interesting.
So there are ways to sort of take things that are out there and maybe simplify them a little bit visually, that then tie together with your brand.
Go ahead.
So let's take a little bit about kind of some of these tips that you write. And you were talking a little earlier about branding for social good, that you have been working with some companies lately to really help elevate their brand that are out there, nonprofits doing really good work. Tell us a little bit about maybe your favorite project that you're working on right now.
So I think one of the projects that I'm most proud about recently is for a nonprofit called Speak Up, Reach Out in the Vail Valley. And they're a coalition of partners, and they're providing what we're calling coping cards for their member organizations in dealing with crisis situations, mental health sort of awareness, and just really quick tips to help you feel better. So if you go to the coping cards up at the top, there's a link down there, up there. Coping with COVID. Yeah. So these are just really quick tools to, if you're having a bad day, just read one of these, and it'll, one of them is take 20 seconds and do push-ups, and then do 20 jumping jacks, and then do 20 sit-ups. And so, just really quick, easy things that just help you feel better. So I'm super proud about this. I think it's a really great resource, and gives us a little bit of information to help with our mental wellness.
Yes.
I think this is such a neat idea. Yeah, when you talked about this, Brielle, let me stop sharing. When you talked about this a while back when you and I were talking, I just thought that is such a keen idea. It's so smart. It'd be neat to, Lupe, create something similar to this for our community. We're always talking mental health, and Brielle knows this too. We're always talking mental health awareness, and I will never use the word issue because it's something that's happens. But I just think that's such a neat idea. But if you go to, what is it called again? If you do need a coping card, what is it?
That one is Speak Up, Reach Out. Speak Up, Reach Out.
And you can be anywhere in the world, by the way, because we know we're now a national, we have a national outreach. Look at that, speakupreachout.org.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
We'll post it into the Morning Cup stream. But we do have a question from one of our viewers here who's asking about using video or some type of movement on your homepage. Is it, do you recommend it to grab attention? Video is becoming more and more relevant and accessible. I think as our internet speeds get faster, we're able to have more complicated graphics and videos and stuff on our website. So I would say if you can do it, great. If there's a way to turn it off, I think that's good. I think we want to make sure that we're always thinking about accessibility for all of our website viewers. So if somebody deals with seizures and they can't have all the graphics and motions, make sure there's a way to turn that off. So I think that's something important to think about.
Yeah, that was actually a new thing that I learned from a lawyer a couple of years ago, that now websites, especially government websites, I believe, are now having to look into or create websites that are made for people, for all peoples, non-sight, sighted, as you said, colorblind, this, that. And I forgot the name of what it's called, but it's basically like handicap accessible when it comes to retail stores. So it's that, it's having accessibility. And guys, you have to remember too, to build your site on mobile first. Like, a lot of these platforms, Brielle, have where you're building your site. If you're doing it yourself, where you're using someone like we are with Brielle, You have to make sure that you're checking in as to what, as you're building it, each page, what it looks like on desktop, but most importantly, what it looks like on mobile, because most of us are retrieving that information on our mobile devices, correct?
Yep. And, for example, if you're using WordPress and you purchase a theme, a lot of times that specific theme will have different breakpoints. So different sizes of screens that you can customize that design so it does look the way that you want it for those different devices. I want to go back real quick to the accessibility thing, because I think that is important just to emphasize that good design is accessible. So that there's enough contrast with the colors, that the fonts are sized appropriately. So accessible doesn't have to mean big and clunky. It means good design. So just make sure that, and there are certain specific things too that help add to the accessibility, like adding alt text to your images. So a screen reader can read those images to the person viewing your website.
That's interesting.
Making sure that you can test your website by clicking through it with the tab button to see that your buttons show up and that it sort of reads in the correct way. So I would just say highlight that. That's really important. There are unfortunately a lot of lawsuits out there for sites that are not accessible, and people are taking advantage of people. So,
so they're literally going to websites and suing them.
Yes.
Pretty much, because it's not, wow. In the mall industry, we dealt with that a lot when it came to a couple of things way back when, like having the, of course, now I can't remember the heart stopper or the heart machine. We had to make sure we had those in certain areas throughout the mall, that if somebody falls ill and they need to have their heart jumped, so to speak. And I completely forgot what this program is. We had to make sure that they're on different levels. You'll notice that whenever we're allowed to go back to malls and be in the public, there's these, yeah. Anywho,
it's important. I mean, we're all getting older and we're all going to need accessibility later on anyway. So
we're getting older every second. All right, we have our question of the day, Brielle, and I think that we need to have you do a session sometime in 2021 as you have, teach our women best practices when it comes to starting up and editing their brand. Our question of the day, because it's Throwback Thursday, is what was your favorite TV show as a teen?
Oh, of a teen. I was teen for the 80s. As a teen, I don't know. I feel like I couldn't watch TV a lot.
Well, you are from Kansas.
Although but of the 80s, because you mentioned that, I would wake up and I loved watching the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Those are total favorite. If those came back, oh my gosh, it would fill my heart.
Okay,
Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Yes. Lupe, what was yours? And because we've got this question.
I loved Three's Company. I was the biggest.
Come and knock on my door.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I thought Jack was so cute because I love his dorkiness. I'm a big Three's Company fan.
Well, and I love that, and I was that too. I was an ABC girl. Brielle and I were talking before this. I still am, because I wake up to Good Morning America in the morning and have. But I was ABC, so I was Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley,
Shirley.
Three's Company, Charlie's Angels on Wednesday night, Fantasy Island, Love Boat. Oh my god,
Love Boat. Oh my gosh. Okay, Dina's
open that show.
Yes,
Saturdays on CBS.
Dina's throwing in Dallas too. So she's
Dallas on Friday nights. And how about Knots Landing? I never could really get into Knots Landing on Thursday nights on CBS. Look at me.
What happened to all those cool shows? Like now we don't even have a lot of cool shows to watch. They're all reality based now. So I'm just saying.
Well, Brielle, we have to say thank you so much for coming. I will be speaking with you here at 10.
Yes.
Or whatever time it was that we said we were going to be meeting this morning. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you for your support. and and crafting our now trademarked logo.
Of course. Yes.
Yes.
You guys are enjoying.
Cheers, girl. Cheers to you.
Cheers. Here's to sitting next to someone and talking to them, even though you didn't know them from Jack, and becoming friends.
Exactly.
Amen.
Have a blessed day today.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Bye.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, somebody said I played, MTV. I could do this because I took
when they played, music videos.
What they used to.
I would do that whole, like, put the cassette recorder and record it.
Yes. Yeah, the dual track even, the dual, so you'd be like.
You're creating your own mixtape and stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Well, so what's coming up down the pike? So we have our Insider Book Club tonight. You ladies are going to be reading Untamed, right?
Yes.
By Glennon Doyle. Girl, that is one of my first books that I could not put down. I almost read it literally in a week and a half because of how good it is and how revealing, I think, and so on point for women in our age group. I know that for a while when it first came out, it was trending even in our group about, like, I love this book. So stay tuned, because I think she hits on some really cool points of inherited beliefs versus inherent, and this whole idea of how we became tamed at a certain age, and became what people wanted us to become.
Right.
How you can break free. So insiders, if you're tuning in and you haven't signed up for the club, you should do so. It's tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock, right?
Mountain Time. There's 9 of us that have read the book or listened to the book if you're an audio listener. And I'm pretty excited about it. And I agree. And you could be any woman. What I love about her story is when she became untamed or recognized she was not who she was meant to be.
Yeah.
It was when she was in her teens and she didn't realize that she was a lesbian. Really, that's it. Mm-hmm. And she had tamed herself, and it wasn't until she met her wife after going through drug abuse and alcoholism and everything, because she was so tamed that affected her being. And then she found love, like hers was. I think I believe in this too. Like, it was love at first sight. I was like, I want to find that.
Don't we all? Right?
So anyway, that is tonight. If you're an insider, you've got all the info in the Facebook community. And what else do we have coming up as we close the show and talk about our holidays?
I know, right? So next week, if you have not already signed up for our Wellness Tips to Get Through the Holidays panel, we have got a really stellar lineup of 4 women that are going to be bringing in their expertise from just a very different background. So we're going to have breathing techniques with Nikki Aiello. We're going to have smart eating and nutrition ideas with Deborah Rankin. How to read the signs when someone is in crisis with Claire. I believe, is it Abate? I believe it is, right?
Don't look at me, girl. I
think it is. And I apologize, Claire, if I pronounced it wrong. And then lastly, we're also going to have how to realign your energy points in your body, also known as chakras, with Maite Alum. And it's just a really powerful conversation about how to weather the holidays in style and sanity.
You know me, I don't know about chakras and all that. You got a chakra running down your back, literally, your first time.
Yes, our different energy source points. So it's just a great one. So check out SecondActWomen.com and register today. And also, just like we opened up the show, we're going to invite you to definitely swing by and visit Shop Support, our Shop Women Owned 4050.com. It's again open until December 31st. Browse, we're always adding new companies. In fact, if you're a company that wants to get listed, there is a small application that you can complete on the website itself. We're accepting them through December 10th. We'd love to just continue to add and check out more opportunities for you ladies to browse and buy amazing things for your peeps. So definitely support us if you can. And we've got the cool holiday show. Okay, so this is the year of taking lemons and creating lemonade, right, Barb?
That's right. We're creating lemonade and we're putting vodka in it.
Hey, that's one of my favorite drinks.
Right?
Yes. So we're going to be hosting our first annual showcase, and what we're hoping to be, like we just said, first annual, to be every single year. It'll be a holiday showcase filled with just I mean, Barb, entertainment, live kind of conversation.
Yes. We're bringing on some singers, of course, through Zoom or through StreamYard. We're going to be doing some sippy sips, some recipes. We'll provide you a recipe in advance so you can join us for mocktails and cocktails. We are going to be, we're planning it. We just think it's going to be a fun hour where you can get together, put the kids away, lock them away. No, I'm just joking. You don't have to.
Whoa, you're going to get us in trouble.
Right. We're just going to have fun. It's been a while since we've had a happy hour, so to speak. And, those of you that know me on the personal side knows that I always host a holiday champagne party the first Friday of December for 17 years and 17 years. And I, because of COVID, we couldn't do it. So I just thought, Lupe, wouldn't it be cool if we did a holiday show?
And of course I was like, yes, sign me up. I'm like,
I tried to get Santa to come. Yes, that was going to be your surprise, but he's booked.
And I love the fact that we're like a committee to dressing up. Like, you're going to see us in some pretty kind of cool, fancy little outfits. So
yes.
Check out our website for more details. And if you can join us, it's going to be an awesome, fun time with just hanging out with some amazing sisters.
Absolutely. So ladies, we want to say thank you. I always have to have a Thursday thought, and it is along the lines of every Monday I love to do, and I write in my book, a new motivation. So this is my little book, my big ideas book. And so for this week, this is your Thursday thought that I've been reading every day. May your walls know joy. May every room be filled with laughter, and every window open to great possibility. That is your Thursday thought.
Beautiful. That's so gorgeous, girl. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the Morning Cup. We hope you have a fabulous Thursday and into the weekend, and we'll see you here next week.
Bye, everyone.
You're like a circle that floats.
Oh, you weren't supposed to end it. Let me end it.
Okay.
Because I had this.
You're like a circle that floats.
Oh, did you end it? Oh, maybe it was
me. We're still live. We're going to end now. Bye.